And now we kind of need... We kind of got to, you know, keep tail between legs. Just work on it, you know. Less talking, more working, and actually getting better at the game. We did have Claws winning the duel at QuakeCon 2018, but that doesn't really count because it was like some best of one thing. Don't rub it in, Squeezy. Just don't. I'm very sensitive at the moment. Quake Live doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. And Cypher definitely didn't dominate Rafa in Quake Live.
Prepare to fight.
He had his moments though for sure over him. Guys, let's get into the grand final. It is upon us. And I need to sort out the overlays. We're here. And we are on base to begin with. And we get a non-mirror, which I find exciting. Oh my god, that tri-bolt absolutely wrecked him. And Agent is going to get really early frag and really early control. Oh, this is nice. Build turret down. The nail gun just shreds him. Nail gun definitely nerfed in PTS, but base lands it all, and it's 1 for 1. Stolio, thanks so much for the 10. Really, really appreciate it. Again, that tribal also having a decent amount of effect. Agent going to get over to the 25 health bubble and zip through the telly. There are moments to use Tribolt, and most of those moments are on Blood Run. But there's plenty of what's the word I'm looking for? Ideal? I'll work with ideal. Times to use that. It's been 4.5 hours casting, guys. Apologies, my words fail me. The basis control right now is supreme. However, it doesn't matter too much. Agent's not chasing anything specific. He's gonna hope for a mistake of sorts. Is he gonna go for it? He's thinking of rocket jumping into him. He's gonna go for 1. 3 rockets in a row, and the 4th, and that is going to be base taking a lead. We've got the spawn down in the middle on that occasion. Do not think base was expecting that. And the turret will block the way for a moment and buy Agent some space, which is almost crunched by that rail. I do need more snacks. You are right, Carnivores. Oh my god, what is this Tribolt? This should be another one. Base. Not a bad lead at the moment. This is Agent's pick, I'm pretty sure. So if someone's going to come back in it, it's going to be the guy that picked it, right? You'd think so. Base tired of that pool of blood. My plan's been foiled. So Agent now in control. Has got plenty of time to try and make a comeback. Now there's one thing. Playing defensive versus Tox. Is it going to be another going versus Agent? I'm very curious. He's got those sound cues. There's a little bit of chaos at the moment. All those rockets have kind of sent Agent forward, but he's managed to combo those shots together decently. Agent will still be able to recover a bit and gets onto heavy. So he should be closing on 100, but he's already gone down here. And Base looking for a trap, which doesn't work out, unfortunately, for him. Base always ready with those defensive shots. Base has actually got the better stack, so he should be here trying to hold control. Agent through the teleporter. He was sub 5 points of health. Oh, Agent, he pushes again and he gets 2 rails in a row. He makes an absolutely ridiculous move that you wouldn't expect. With 100 health and 10 armor. And he's back into control. Gets a little bit of damage, and I think he heard Piercing Sight go off. So call that a bit of a win. He's actually going for the direct chase because there's the turret there that slows him down a little bit. That's pretty smart from Agent. Has to watch out a little bit for that nail trail. It catches him once again. Agent's figured it out. He's figured out how to make that comeback. We're 3 for 3. Now all of a sudden, seems like a totally different environment to what we saw in the lower bracket finals. 1 rail. Agent holding it together well. Oof. So with that pop rocket, basically a mid-air. It does feel like base has to deal with something completely different in order to be defensive. I feel like what Tox was doing is just trying not to be obvious the whole time with how he was going to chase for kills. Oh. And Agent was trying to hurry up and not take that 25 just to hope that base, wouldn't have time to get there off the spawn, but it was not to be. The Agent is taking risks occasionally where I think it took Tox a while to make a risk. It just seems to have these different routes. When we've got these, Russian players, they, you get the non-Russian players which have a lot of time and do really, really well on this map. Like Tox, like Kilson, and so on. But then when you put on Cooler, Evil, Base, Agent, and you go out to the sort of wider CIS population players like Cypher, it's just, there's a different level of thought to it, I feel like. It's not necessarily better or worse, it's just different. And you need something different in order to counteract it. If Tox was to play with a lead, who knows, it could have gone a total another way. Almost a follow-up rail there. Might still have gotten it, but that'll be a no. We've had backs and forths with this, though. Comebacks from either side. Base might get himself another in a second, actually. He's going to go for the direct, looks for the rail. That would have been a quick way to deal with it. Agent, I feel like he's slightly fortunate to have survived that. Uses his last rocket just there, and he doesn't have much in the way of weaponry, so he might have stack, but Agent actually could have hung around possibly for a bit longer. Ooh. 2 rails though. Agent, I thought he was going to stick around for a moment. You'd count on base hitting the 3rd. Right, Agent's definitely winning the armor race. Sneaky, sneaky. Hello. Oh, it's direct. Yeah, Agent's going to get the hell out of there. That should be the mega health for base 2. It has got awfully quiet here now.
One
Agent moves out for a second. He should know that the piercing sight's been used. He'll still get the mega health. Oh, this could be bad. He's going towards the teleporter? No. He re-diverts. Are we going to have a sudden death in this is a question. We've had a couple of sudden deaths today. He somehow actually doesn't go down the bounce pad. Finds his way around the edges. Decent rocket from Agent. Oh, that hurts a lot. Again, walks into the LG, and with 6 seconds to go, you don't want to make it happen like that. And basically stay still, hands off the keyboard. That is going to be GG's. Agent denying us of the sudden death moment. Base with map 1, guys. We could get reset, potentially. But we won't go there yet. Although I just did. Shut up. Only 3 more maps. Hey, maybe. We've had lower bracket comebacks between these two before, a couple of times before. Actually, probably more than a couple of times before. Holy crap! There's a 20,000 in the fund. Jesus. Where were we next? We were Awoken. So now Agent can't play Eisen again. Base can't play Visor again. What do we go with here? I'm trying to remember what was picked before. Galena is out of the question, and so is Ranger? So base won that one. Boink. My apologies, Anaxagoras. I can only say it was in appreciation. Agent's going Death Knight, and base is going Eisen. We haven't seen a Death Knight today yet. Did DK get buffed? I don't think he did, really. Or does Agent just want to reset the bracket? I'm not sure. I've got to say I'm feeling base to win this one, and that we do get a reset bracket, which is maybe going to make some people nervous in the bet side of things.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
Right, let's do this, guys. I want to go to Agent to begin with because I'm just very curious by his DK pick. It's just heard him. He's going to get LG. There was definitely a way where he could have gotten both major items, but he's preferring to go for the weapons instead, because now he's got all 3 weapons to work with. Does hit a little bit of flame damage too. The dot is ticking. Finds base up the bounce pad, and base struggling to get around now. Kind of goes for a long angle, and Agent gets first blood. Okay. I'm down of DK. And that one seems a formality. Catching him at the right time, going through the teleporter. A wild turret appears. Whoa. Only 4 left. Oh, the Elgin, he was just starting to worry about the turret, so base is back into this. A couple of frags in the first minute. Trying to hone in on that. There's some flames to look out for, but the rockets will do the job, and that is 2 for 2. Excuse my notifications, but again, these rockets are starting to kick Agent's ass. He's going back in for more. 7 health. Turret to get in the way. Not a single machine gun bolt landed whatsoever. The thing is, it's such a tentative point where base needs stacks, so Agent can still challenge for control. Oh my god. We've seen some insane tri-bolt actually this evening. Turret plus tri-bolt just... yeah, decimated Agent stacks. Again, it's happening. Almost catches a frag. Agent only gets a plus 100 HP. He's not even anywhere near maximum overstack. Another rail from Agent. Turret starting to do some damage. He is going to walk through. Rockets. They don't take him down. 17 health left. Plenty of HP bubbles now to recover from. And, Agent, you just lost everything? I'm going to go ahead and say that was not good, but base is giving him a lot of space. I was like, right, and during this period, I can get free items everywhere. LG's looking really, really good. And his stack, I mean, it's still fine. But he loses out. Wow. And he hits it mid-air during that? Okay. There's a rail. Just okay. Denied. Shotgun was doing work, but base has been doing work the whole time. And Agent is Agent trolling because he's just taking like 100 turret damage pretty much every time he spawns. He's got to be trolling. He just has to be. There's just no way he isn't. Base has finally found a resource he's happy with. Thought Agent was going to push right through. I think that could have been a better option. He needs to start laying down some damage. Through the teleporter. Flames don't quite hit. My Agent almost gets totally knocked out of the map. LG tickle to rail. Just gonna find him again. He's like, nope, not gonna get the flames pummeling me. And again, the spawn frags are coming in. You can just go through. Oof. No, no, no. It would have been nice. Hit a rail. Hit a rail. Base, please. There we go. Rocket jump over. Still lands a shot. For Agent to make this work somehow is going to take... I still think it's going to take a miracle of some sort. Base has just been on it. Ooh, the click, though. That's the click you don't want. Just through that hole in the wall. Agent, I'm going for a shot on that. Is there any chance for damage? He has got the stack edge. He knows exactly where he is. With that turret making sound cues for him, it's just, yeah, thanks for the intel. On the turret as well as the damage. He's forced to get rid of it. It's just hurting so much during that. And now base is back into the control. Rail for a rail. And that means base is going to get the hell out of there. 3 minutes. And he wants to spend the next 2 of those minutes not giving up anything at least. Before he can start maybe being less concerned about making a risk. Right, he's just got that volume pumped up and he's reacting so soundly to all the cues. And it's like that turret just acts as an audio defense mechanism. It's like, right now you can't hear where I'm running off to. Because the turret's shooting you. Just gonna leg it. That's a good rail. We'll start to hear the yelps of Eisen. Not bad routes at all being picked. He's got to run away now. Agent, you've got to chase him. You can find a way to block him off. He does hit the rail. Finds him at the top of the bounce pad. Base would have hoped to have survived for a bit longer. Again, in terms of how big a comeback we need, this would be one of the biggest today. The amount of time left. Our agent needs to chase it down. Again, acting as a distraction. Base legging it. Agent, you've got to find a way to go forward at the moment. He's opting for something a little bit more direct. With the amount of time left at play, you take all the risks you possibly can. He finds him. Takes the bounce pad all the way across, actually. That was an interesting little maneuver. The pace is just run. The amount of steps, if you've got a Fitbit on or something, he has definitely done his daily steps. His allowance is covered. Again, he's doing circles, and Agent's like, man, can I chase you? Rocket jump across. Flame strike, not going to reach. And Agent calls GG. He's out of here. Agent's like, I'm done. That's it. It's reset. It is fully reset, guys. We're at 0-0. We have got one final best of 3 to go. And I'll take this moment to thank my wonderful admins for today. Synthesis, Manganite, and even going to thank Censored. Thank you very much, guys, for helping me out with this. Now I revert my thanks to Manganite, as he just made it emote only. So I think they're going to restart the map picks and we go from there. Stoneman, thank you very much for the 9 months, man. Thank you. And Troubleshooter for the 200 biddies. Cheers. I think they're like, should we just take the same maps? So I think they're going to end up doing that anyway. Yeah, so hopefully I haven't scared off Censored, Manganite, and Synthesis from adminning in future cups. Hopefully it went alright today, guys. I know that Manganite and Censored were like, I've never done this before. But you guys did wonderfully. Everything was smooth and games moved forward and it was fun. And then they're going to tell me in private, it's like, man, you sucked at running this. You made my life so difficult. Alright, looks like it's going to be Visor versus Eisen. It looks like it's going to be the same as before. God, all champions are banned. I need overlays and stuff for this. Galena was banned and Ranger was banned. Do it yourself, Manganite. Yeah, we've got some content coming in though on the EU side, and like insanely enough, I can't believe we got almost $900 donated. So, round of applause to you guys. We will, well, actually, honestly, I'll take a moment to shamelessly promote. If you want some information on it, really should go to the ZLive Discord, discord.gg/ZLive. There's lots of information and announcements and stuff that go on there. You can get that information directly from the horse's mouth. That's me. And also to follow this channel when we go live. And on top of that, follow on Twitter, because I also talk about that stuff over there. That's at @ThisIsZoot. But enough about me. More about these guys, as Agent is going to take 2 on Blood Run and try and get it done a little bit better. We had a pretty aggressive... Ooh, just denied the rocket jump from himself after getting hit by Tribot. A pretty aggressive Blood Run last time. Is it going to be as aggressive on this occasion? Piercing sight. It's being detected, so he's not going to overcommit to anything. Nice sneaky little play onto that. Last rocket is used very well. You should refresh the brackets, Shadow C. Should be all up to date. Oh my god, that drive-by from base. Agent needs to get the hell out of there. If he hears the damage going up to the upper corridor. Just the silent treatment Agent's giving him. And Agent's just happy to chill up here while he can get himself to 100-100. Sometimes you've got to take a little bit of time to do that. And now he can think, alright, I can fight. I can take a rocket before I hate myself. Sneaky, sneaky. He's just waiting for that moment. Waiting for that moment for base to do something. But base is looking at all angles. And has got a vague read on what he's doing. There's the teleporter. You made it. Congrats. Definitely quieter than the last one. He pushes out into mid-map, down to 8 HP. That's not gone well. He needs to get the hell out of there. And piercing sight's just been used. such a quick rocket jump. Knowing that the piercing sight is there, it's like, okay, what is the right move to make? Because you no longer really know how close he is to the tri-bolt. And now base with a lead. There, here's him drop down. Oh my god, the 2 rails. Can try and push in for a kill, looking for the damage on the 225 HP bubbles. But not in time to finish him off. Oh, this is well executed by Agent. He's suddenly got him down to sub 100 HP. Just by getting the timings on his re-rotation is really, really strong. Let's find another light armor. Both players are now weak. So base may have this, but right on the exit, the turret, a direct rocket, and the LG. Base felt that he could challenge over for the heavy armor, but that was a predictable move. It's usually a move you see Russian players not make exactly for that reason. We saw Base doing that though versus Tox, where he just missed a couple of shots, but Agent hits everything on this occasion, and then we get a mutual frag. Agent suddenly just hits everything again. Base is not having fun with that teleporter. Oh, 2 rails from Agent. He's woken up a little bit. He seemed a little asleep in the first series of the grand final, but he seems happy now. And that's going to be one more. And oh, there's a little light armor as a reward. Is he going to push forward though? Because that Mega's going to be up soon. Oh, that's a really good rocket, and he escapes before the worst could happen. Is he going to risk it up the top? That would be crazy. But base of the stack advantage does go for the vertical play. And now Agent. We saw some really good defensive play from base, but I'd say Agent is even better at it. Let's see if he can transform it into this. Now, a 3 frag lead. 4 minutes to go. I would normally expect him to be able to hold the lead like this on Blood Run. Oh no, he hits the wrong way around. It's the Blood Run trick. Looks for the mid-air afterwards. He gets punked. And now this is difficult. Right off the spawn, you need all the weapons really to play the perfect defensive game. He has got rockets, which isn't bad. Now Heavy will go to base. I really think he needs to step on the foot pedal because it's going to become harder and harder the more weapons and space you give Agent. Agent senses him. You can feel the crosshair on him. There's now space for Agent to move across. He can't get the rockets though. I don't know if he picked that up before. Oh, he does have rockets. Okay. Can confirm. That was one decent rail. Now Piercing's I don't know if Agent heard it from over there. Trying to like double bluff with rocket jump sound cues. And he's gonna go. I think he wants to go directly through a little sooner. So Agent's only had 3 heavies and 3 mega healths. Base has had 12 of each. However, Agent has had 20 light armors and Base has had 4. That's crazy. That's really, really nuts. Agent's been getting this advantage pretty much out of control the majority of the game. Having those brief stints of control. Very brief, though. And there's kind of stats that I'd love to have, like, overlays for as you go through. Like a counter that you can bring up, a bit like you could bring up the old Axel overlay. Not Axel, accuracy overlay. My bad. Because I think that's such a... It tells so much in Timelimit Duel. Tells a lot in Round Limit Duel, to be fair. So Base, trying to get this done. Taste of his own medicine from earlier. Tox can hopefully enjoy watching this. As Base suffers the consequences. This is the rail. All opening damage right now is of critical importance. Only 2 rockets to go. He kind of needs more. Now he can chase, but 35 seconds. He knows that Agent's going down in that direction, but he's got to try and chase him directly. 4-1 rail. Movement's good from both the players. Onwards to the next. He misses the last jump, though. If he missed that, if he didn't miss the jump, he could have hit another rail. Again, these fake rocket jumps. He's almost reading into it too much. He's going to find Agent, but it looks like Agent is going to take map 1 in this. He puts himself on tournament point with this. 1 second left. No seconds left. Agent victorious for now. Got the damage difference, 2,000 to 2,500. He's got the item difference as well, 25 lights. Agent wins that with not very much going for him. Okay, we were going over to Awoken next. Agent got the 2-0 on base previously. I wonder if he can do it again. He went DK last time. I'd expect Agent to go for a different champion on this occasion. So what base was he Visor? No, base was Eisen, I think. Base was Eisen and Agent was DK. Ooh. Okay, Nyx versus Eisen. I do like a Nyx. Rotation like a round. If you die, you have... No way, no way. Disagree. Strong disagree. Is there like an option after strong disagree which disagrees more than strongly? Disagree violently. Do I think I'll stream in 1080 in the future? A lot of people seem to think that streaming in 1080 is a huge deal. With the bitrate limitations on Twitch that most streamers have, it really doesn't make very much difference if you stream between 720p and 1080p. And I don't have the bitrate to stream at 6K bitrate anyway. So a lot of people are like, oh my god, it's not 1080. It's really, there's like no difference at all. It's absolutely negligible. Now, if you're Shroud and you can stream at 15k bitrate at whatever he streams at, then yeah, you'll feel that. That's just disagreement. I'm compromise. I'm violently disagreeing. Well, we'll stick to the game though for now though. Agent on his Nyx. I do like watching a Nyx. Beep beep beep. It's a brief little tickle on Eisen. Not enough to really get him to make his noises. Which I can't replicate just yet. I don't do them as well as him.
Balls out.
Oh, Axel, cheers for the 20 months, man. Thank you very much. A rail now for Agent to work with. The armor looks pretty, but won't go with it. Ooh. Manages to avoid any turret damage. But there's a turret there again. Base goes to a sort of dodge on the exit of the teleporter more so than just chasing directly to receive the insta damage. I wonder how Agent's going to try and bend this in his direction somehow. It is a tough ask. Mega health is ready and available for him. He's not going for it. Base determines that Agent's providing some respect, so nothing will be done. Gets that 25 health bubble. A little bit of free damage. I say free. It costs him Ghost Walk and, you know, half a stack, but there you go. Uh-oh. Gets caught out. Rushes through it. Base holding up at connector. Did not work out. Off the... No, not off the map. But this should be another kill. And Agent still... Does he have a cooldown still? A couple of seconds to go. This has definitely been a good start for him. And if Base can keep this control up, then who knows how long he can hold on to this. Wow, Agent gets that. And both going for the tri-bolt. Actually, that initial rocket was really nice from Agent. However, he can't get anything beyond it. And the surprise through the teleporter, Agent. Is he actually going to be able to make it onto this? Not enough time. Maybe if he could have got the health bubble first, but then he would have been further away. So, no. I'm going to go with a strong no. Uncompromising no. Whatever you guys are telling me. This feels so difficult when you're out of control next. Now, how to break away. He has to weave a little bit on the staircase to dodge correctly. Now, down banana. Tries to duck back through, but Base is just chasing directly at this stage. Maybe he assumed he would have gone the other way because Mega was coming up, but it's not to be. Alright, 5-0. Could this be one of the most... Oh my god! Almost the rail! But he just runs out of ammunition. This is going all wrong for Agent. I wonder if we'll get the earliest tap out in Quake Champions. I don't know what the North Americans have been like, so I shouldn't really comment on their behalf. But I bet Americans are too scared to tap out before it's 10 minutes. And we're getting a 5 minutes and 2 seconds from Agent. It's GG. We are out of here. And we're going over to the last map of the day. The last map of the ZLive Duel Series, the inaugural one. Who's going to beat that? Who is going to beat that? Probably Agent. So Nyx didn't work out. Okay, so there's Blood Cavern. Oh, what a nice map to finish on, actually. The thing is, like, was it 7-0? Is a perfectly comebackable score, but Agent just clearly had nothing going for him at all. Nothing. Oh, that's a good point, Boulder is. People getting a bit sweaty now. The fact that there's been a lot put on the line. Agent, 69% of people thought that Agent was going to win. 31% put on because they had to come back from the lower bracket. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, no. Cancel. Can I cancel? Cancel? Thanks very much, Chris D90 for the sub, by the way. Much appreciated. Alright, okay. Because we lock in champions now, and then we go in. And if he picks a different champion now, I'm pretty sure. I don't think you can switch, like, from lobby after you're in the lobby. Oh, you can try hard, but sometimes you invest so much in the late stages of a game when you already lost the start of the game really hard that you almost feel like it's going to act more of a deterrent from you. There has been like these different lines of questioning over the years. Is it BM to GG early and then go to the next map? And some places have even some tournaments used to even punish players that GG'd early and you had to play till the end. And then I think a lot of Quake Live, most of it was like, not even most of it, like, I'd say slight majority, which technically is most, but most maybe sounds like it's 80%, whereas it's maybe like, it's more like 60% of the time that you just really damage yourself psychologically more if you feel like you're playing a game that you already have mentally lost. We are in the last map, guys. The winner of the inaugural ZLive Duel Series will be either Base or Agent. Can Base make it all the way back from the lower bracket? Be a pretty stunning start to Timelimit Duel. Competitive Timelimit Duel. I totally get the whole mentality, though, that, you know, you should put it in 100% all the time. Maybe you put 100% in those first 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 8 minutes. Oh, looks for the mid-air, but gets denied it by the double jump. And Base is going to find the rail to finish that one off. So we've got Hyper Mobility Champion versus Hyper Information Champion. Particularly hypermobility on this map. LG seems shaky, but overall really, really good from Base. So asking, is there any other sport where a player can quit the game? Definitely chess. Definitely chess players will be like, nope, it's over. I've already been crushed. I already know what the next whole bunch of moves are going to be, and it leads to me not doing it. In StarCraft 2, or StarCraft Brood War, you had early GGs. I'm sure there's more examples of it too. And you do get it in other sports too, but instead of early GG, where I think you're pretty much not allowed to even do that, you kind of just give up and you just get dominated for the rest of the game. Whereas we have a bit more of a luxury to be flexible of how that schedule works. Anyway. Base's control looking pretty hot at the moment. I'd love to see Agent make a comeback, though. And you know, we're a long way from him needing to make it immediately. He just needs to kind of line up the control for himself. Base is denying that from him completely. Aggressive re-entry into the room, just as Agent is, you know, reacting to the fact that he's left. Or the nails. I mean, you still got to respect the nail gun. That's never going to change. Or just because he can't hear anything in Berserk. Agent actually getting back right now. Double jump. Rail would have finished the job, but committing at the moment is just a little bit too emotionally taxing. It's kind of totally flip reversing at the moment, actually. You get one stint of control, and you share it, and you give it over to your ex-teammate. I'd really love to look at the control stats in a second, actually. Oh, lovely damage. Almost gets the follow-up before the heavy's taken. With the machine gun, it is only starting, though, and he's taking a lot of damage from heavy machine gun. Oh my god. Agent didn't even account for the potential DPS then. Oh, one rail right after the light was taken. Heavy machine gun's coming right back at him though. He's struggling to hit. Another 25 has been taken, but Base will still get this closing frag. So we've got 2 heavies, 4 megas for Agent. And again, the control has just been excellent. We've got 6 heavies, 5 megas for Base. And lights are fairly even. I think 11 for Agent, 9 for Base. Oh my god, a third. That rocket prediction, that is lethal. Does he want to try and get into tab out early? Like, Base is looking to go full world domination mode at the moment, it feels like. Piercing Sight has been used. It should be heard. He's, I think, slightly fortunate to not got hit by that. Does manage to exchange the rails and hoping that this light spawns immediately. Loud music, loud noises. Hoping that he's not being chased. He does hear him above. I wonder if Base is going to start thinking of a little slow play. It is versus a visor, so there's only certain limitations you have. Right now, Agent might be looking to sustain a little bit of control. That Mega spawning very soon. Now we can still race over. He has got Piercing Sight. Is he going for heavy straight away? I'm looking at top left. That's a yes. Base is counting the seconds to victory. Spotted him again. Be ready to commit when he finds that opening for that damage, and it's not yet. He gives up an angle. Agent does well to find one. He's still going for rail, rail after rail after rail. And none of those follow-up ones connected. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. I was unsuspecting. That was just as Piercing Sight was out. He's equalized the stacks a lot. Oh, has to go for the double jump. Oh, and finds the rail shot. I don't know why he used Berserk, actually. That doesn't entirely make sense. Maybe he was just ready to leave in case he missed. And that he just could pick up that speed immediately and start dodging. I think Agent just... he wants to go fully in on this, I think. Is chasing directly. And Base just getting the hell away. Now the piercing sight's up. Found him. LG versus a little bit of machine gun to chase. And I think Agent might tap out soon. I feel like Agent has been successfully defeated after a very dominant run in the winner bracket. Base has definitely found his feet. Oh my god. It just looks so good. Agent calls GG there. It's 7-1. The end of that series. Agent gets a good win on Blood Run, but it is not the same on Awoken and on Blood Covenant. The ZLive inaugural Duel Series has been won by Cyberfights Base. Massive congrats to him. Really, like, what a sick run. How dominant was he for a lot of this? Beating out Tox a couple of occasions. Beating down Agent twice after having to come from the lower bracket. Who else? He had Razy that he beat. He beat Buckster as well. Absolutely insane run from him. So yeah, I want to thank all of you guys for watching. I'm gonna head off pretty damn soon, but yeah, I'll say my dues. I want to thank all the players as well. Would have been so fun without so many sick signups. I think it shows that activity in the scene day in, day out. Even if Timelimit Duel is something fairly fresh, it's about time that if anyone wants to make a stand competitively, and if Timelimit Duel is going to be something that we're going to see more going forward, time to get that practice in. Absolutely. And I think, again, for at least on the North American side, I think there's been some opinions that have been carved out. But for any Europeans that maybe haven't established some opinions yet, and you guys in chat, I think it's about time to have some discussion in the forums, in game, in Discord, anywhere you like, in the Bethesda forums, Reddit, wherever, to see, is this something we should be taking forward? Petition to name it Zoto Cup. I from what I gather, the review was good on what I called it overall. I scored good points.